Good morning. Finally, there seems to be some forward movement in the policy making at the center. After the fuel price hike, we have seen approvals for the Cain Vedanta deal and now Reliance BP deal. Sugar decontrol and FDI and multi-brand retail are also said to be in works. Changes in the urea policy are also being contemplated. The market, however, appears to be fatigued after last week's run. FI inflows on Wednesday also came in lower compared to the average of the past few days. World markets too have been sluggish and choppy. Trading volumes have also declined lately. Investors seem to be cautious and want to check out the latest quarterly results before committing themselves. The start today could be mildly positive, but don't expect a great deal as far as the movement of the main indices is concerned. Select stock-centric action is the order of the day. Among the big events, China has hiked rates by 25 basis points. The ECB is likely to follow suit later today. Friday's US monthly jobs report will be tracked closely. Gold has hit a 2-week high. Crude oil and dollar have quietly recovered. The Nifty would witness fresh sellings if it falls below 5,610. The index is likely to find support at 5,500 levels. On the way up, resistance is placed around 5,700 and further at 5,750. FIs were net buyers of Rs 2.2 billion in the cash segment on Wednesday, according to the provisional NSE data. The domestic institutions were net sellers at Rs 802.3 million on the same day. In the F&O segment, the foreign funds were net sellers at Rs 1.78 billion. The foreign funds were net buyers at Rs 8.6 billion in the cash segment on Tuesday, according to the SEBI website. Mutual funds were net sellers at Rs 1 billion on the same day. Companies with insurance in their portfolios could gain due to reports that IRDA has scrapped the contentious profit rule for launching IPOs. Banks may also react to the RBI's draft on equity investment in non-financial arms. SBI might take a knock on concerns it could announce additional provision in Q1. SKI's microfinance may be in action after the center said that RBI will be the sole regulator for MFIs. Shipping firms may also fall as bunker oil prices touched $650 last week. Australia's Perdaman Industries has again moved court against Lanco Infratech, seeking a restraint on the Indian major from mortgaging of Griffin Coal in future. GMR Infrastructure's unit GMR Airport Holdings has raised 5.84 billion through an issue of compulsorily convertible preference shares, which can be converted at the time of public issue. Oil marketing companies have received a cash subsidy of Rs 70 billion to cover losses incurred in the last quarter of FY11. They will get another 130 billion rupees in two tranches on July 19 and July 12. The government's net indirect tax receipt in Q1 of fiscal year 12 grew by 32% to Rs 765 billion, while gross direct tax collection rose by about 23% to 103 billion rupees. Moving on to our recommendations, the technical calls for the day are: we advise buying GAIL in the range of Rs 453 to Rs 454 with a stop loss placed at Rs 447 and for the target price of Rs 468. We recommend traders to buy Tata Chemicals above Rs 386 with a stop loss placed at Rs 381 and for the target price of Rs 396. Our derivative strategy for the day are: long Bharti Airtel July futures in the range of Rs 384 to Rs 385 with a target price of Rs 394 and a stop loss placed at Rs 380. Long Biocon July futures in the range of Rs 362 to Rs 364 with the target price of Rs 376 and a stop loss placed at Rs 357. Thank you. Wish you have a great day ahead.